Get ready for truth and transparency from an ocean of liberal tears. Welcome to the Blue Shark Show with your host, Mike Lang.
We're here today with Michelle London, and she is running for JP3, Justice of the Peace for Precinct 3, and we're glad to have you this morning.
Thank you.
So tell the viewers why you decided to run for Justice of the Peace 3.
This was not an easy decision for me to come to. I will admit that right off the bat. I am not a politician. I was initially approached by somebody that I actually admire, Constable Chad Jordan, asking me to consider running for Justice of the Peace. And I thought, that man was out of his mind. But he was not the only person to ask me this. I was approached by a handful of others, and I thought, okay, God is placing it on me to seriously consider this. And even the thought of considering it was a little overwhelming. So instead, I sought the counsel of others. I asked the questions that I thought were appropriate for me at the time. I went into prayerful consideration. I asked God to answer me through a fortune cookie, silly as it sounds, and he did so. And I was not going to ignore his leading. So I did it, made the decision to go forward, and I respect that it's a privilege to serve, that it is a major responsibility to serve, and I'm ready to commit to that however this turns out.
So Michelle, in your background, what would help you be a good JP for JP3?
So part of my personality is that I do not judge people based on appearances, based on their income level, based on their background or their particular set of circumstances. I have kind of a blindness to that, and I'm not alone. This does tend to run in my family. So I get tired, and we all get tired of hearing about people in a court setting that feel like they are perceived guilty instead of innocent until proven guilty. And that is not something that I naturally lean toward. I don't have a tendency to view people as guilty. I'll be honest in that I do not come from a legal background. I think that can be learned. Character is something that is not so easily developed. And I will be honest. I don't typically hold back, but I can be honest and forthcoming without being blunt or disrespectful. I have a tendency to be fair, to not preconceive somebody as guilty or innocent based on the things that are visual to us.
Now, Michelle, you mentioned that you don't have a legal background, and most people that run for JP do not. And frankly, you do not have to have a legal background for JP because it's supposed to be the people's court. So explain to the viewers, if you would, not having a legal background, but being able to do the job.
I don't come from a legal background, but what I can bring to the position is an honesty, fairness, an absence of prejudice, which I think is crucial to anybody that serves in a position that is known as the people's judge.
Michelle, let's talk a little bit more about your background.
I have done many, many things in my life. I have worked in the oil field. I've worked in an office setting. I've worked in restaurants. I am a small business owner. In volunteer work, I have done things that I'm very proud of. I have gone into elementary schools to teach children about child abuse awareness and prevention. And it's so crucial. I mean, you see kids coming forward explaining things that they didn't understand were abuse, and that is something that has had a profound effect. I have been working as a living caregiver for an elderly man. It's actually my husband's grandfather for over 3 years. And it started off small with, cooking meals and keeping house and delivering them to doctor's appointments. But then it turned into round-the-clock care. And let me tell you, the lessons learned are invaluable.
In closing, is there anything else you can tell our viewers that may be important to your campaign?
I would like to say that in spite of appearances, I am a true conservative Republican, and I know that gets lost on people. Sometimes you look at the package. Despite the fact that I do not come from a legal background, the training is offered. That is not something that we have to concern ourselves with in the arena of a court setting. The priority of keeping the Constitution at the forefront of our battle to maintain our rights, that is huge. And I guarantee you that that will be at the top of the list of priorities for me when I run for JP3.
Thank you for coming in today, Michelle. It was great to have you. And Michelle is running for Justice of the Peace, Precinct 3 for Hood County. And if you want to ask Michelle any questions that are important to you, because everybody has different questions, go to her Facebook page, Michelle London for JP3. Shark Show out.